Hey, third grade, this is Miss Liberty with your reading lesson for today, October 7th. We are going to get to our reading lesson for today through Seesaw. When you see our lesson today, you're going to see a lot of slides all together. Today, our lesson, we focused on slides 3 through 8. And in the next video, I will show you how to complete your part of the activity for your assignment today on Seesaw. So today we're going to continue practicing how to answer questions based upon a passage by highlighting where we find our answers in the text. To do this, we're going to use a book on cowhands. So we're going to read through the different pages, and then at the end there are 6 questions that we are going to answer. So the first page says, "The cowhands' morning." "Yee-haw," yell the cowhands as they race off to round up the cattle. It's early in the morning and their day is already beginning. There's so much to do. Horses have always been important in the life and work of a cowhand. The first cowhands. When people first started keeping large herds of cattle or cows and bulls, they needed a way to keep them together. In Mexico, there were vaqueros as early as the 1500s. Vaqueros were the first cowhands. They herded the cows and bulls. They did most of their work on horseback. Wow, so I learned a lot already about the different cowhands and what the first cowhands did with the cattle. Some cowhands work from sun up to sundown. Before the sun rises, the cowhands start their day by putting on the right clothes. These can include chaps, boots, spurs, a bandana, and a hat. Chaps and boots are used to protect the cowhand's legs and ankles while riding through cactus and brush. Spurs may look dangerous, but they are not meant to hurt a horse. So the main idea of this paragraph is about what the cowhands wear. Leather. Cowhand boots and chaps are made of leather so they can't be torn when the cowhands ride through thorny areas. The boots have high slanted heels to help keep a cowhand's feet from slipping through the stirrups. Instead, the horse is urged on by a gentle tap to its ribs from the spurs attached to the cowhand's boots. Bandanas and hats are used to protect the cowhand's face and neck from the wind, rain, and sun. Bandanas can also be used as a washcloth for the cowhand to clean things or to cover the eyes of a scared horse. Wow, so those are 3 different reasons for why and how a bandana is useful and how it can be used. Favorite tool. A lariat is a long rope used to catch horses, cattle, and other livestock. It is also called a lasso. Once they are dressed for the day, the cowhands have a hearty breakfast before heading out. They need all the energy they can get to round up the cattle. A cowhand's work is hard to do, so it's important to start the day with a good breakfast. Cowhands using lariats or the lassos. Watching the cattle, so she's on her horse watching the cattle. Name game. Cowhands in different regions are called by different names. There are vaqueros in the south. Cowhands in the north are called buckaroos. In Australia, they are called drovers or jackaroos, jillaroos for women. It wasn't until the 1860s that the word cowboy came into common use. Today, we sometimes say cowhand or cowboy and cowgirl because both men and women can do the job. Wow, so we have learned a lot about how they start their day on this page and also how they have a variety of jobs and the different names for cowhands around the world. So let's take a look at our questions. Question 1 says, what does the word vaqueros mean? Is it cows and bulls, horses, the first cowhands, or cactus? I'm not sure, so I'm going to go back to my text, and I remember on the second page I saw that word vaquero. So I'm going to reread this caption and see if it can tell me what that word means. When people first started keeping large herds of cattle or cows and bulls, they needed a way to keep them together. In Mexico, there were vaqueros as early as 1500s. Vaqueros were the first cowhands. They herded the cows and bulls. They did most of their work on horseback. So I'm going to use my highlighter to highlight that sentence. There were vaqueros as early as the 1500s. Vaqueros were the first cowhands. So when I go to my question, vaqueros means the first cowhand. So notice how I went back into my text, found the answer, highlighted where I found the answer, and then made my best choice selection. Question number 2. Which of the following is not something a cowhand wears? So let's choose a different color for this next question. Which of the following is not something a cowhand wears? So I'm going to go back into our text. And I remember on this page we had a lot of clothing. So let's reread this section. This says, before the sun rises, the cowhands start their day by putting on the right clothes. So here we go. Here's our right clothes. These can include chaps, boots, spurs, a bandana, and a hat. Chaps, boots, spurs, a bandana, and a hat. So when I come back here, we have chaps, boots, a hat, a bandana. I did not see the word tie, so the fact that this says not means that our correct answer is tie, because in our text it did not say that our cowhands wear a tie. New color for the next question. What are boots and chaps made of? So our answer choices are leather, rubber, plastic, or denim. So I'm going to go back to the page that, using my picture clues, has my boot on it. And it says here, cowhand boots and chaps are made of leather, so they can't be torn when the cowhands ride through thorny areas. So right here, cow boots and chaps are made of leather. So going back to my question, I'm going to highlight leather. Question number 4, which of the following is not a use for the bandana? So I'm going to go ahead and highlight not, because that means that 3 of these options are a use of the bandana and 1 is not, and that's what we have to find out. Protect the cowhand's face and neck, a washcloth to clean things, to catch horses, cattle, or other livestock, to cover the eyes of a scared horse. So let's see. Let's go back to the page that it talks about a bandana, which is on this page. And let's reread that section. Bandanas and hats are used to protect the cowhand's face and neck from the wind, rain, and sun. So I'm going to include bandanas. So that's one use. They can also be used as a washcloth for the cowhand to clean things or to cover the eyes of a scared horse. So it's going to protect the cowhand's face and neck. They can use it as a washcloth to clean things or cover the eyes of a scared horse. So I've noticed that it does not have a use for catching the horse, cattle, or other livestock. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that because it is not a use for the bandana. According to the text, which means we're going to find our answer in the text, what do cowhands do before heading out? Do they have a hearty breakfast, take a shower, eat dinner, or feed the livestock? Let's see. Once they are dressed for the day, the cowhands have a hearty breakfast before heading out. Oop, there we go. They are dressed and ready for the day. They have a hearty breakfast before heading out. And this one we can also circle our picture because the picture clues were how I knew to turn to this page. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that they have a hearty breakfast. And then I'm going to come back up here and we'll put our last one. What are cowhands in the north called? So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the word north because I remember reading about a lot of different places when we read this caption of the name game, but I don't recall exactly which one were from the north, so I'm going to have to reread. Cowhens in different regions are called by different names. There are vaqueros in the south. Cowhens, here we go. Cowhens in the north are called buckaroos. So I'm going to go back to my question. We have drovers, buckaroos, jackaroos, and vaqueros. So buckaroos are the name of the cowhens in the north. So as a review, I practiced answering these questions by going back into the passage to highlight where I found my answer. So I can very clearly see there's question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have answered all 6 of our questions by going back into the text to highlight where we got our answers from. And that is today's reading lesson for October 7th.